By-elections are like Kenya's political mirror. Small snapshots into what could happen on a much bigger stage, such as the general elections. And on 27th November 2025, Kenya held a series of by-elections that gave us a glimpse into our electoral future. The by-elections were triggered by vacancies caused by death, nullification, and resignations. 7 parliamentary seats and 17 ward seats were contested across the country, as millions watched closely, hoping for proof that IEBC was ready and credible enough to guide us into the 2027 general election. Despite many challenges, by-elections revealed encouraging strengths. First, IEBC's technical preparation was on point. Polling stations were opened on time, materials arrived on time, and the Kenya Integrated Election Management System kits functioned well across multiple areas. Secondly, ELOG deployed 100 observers across multiple counties, strengthening transparency. On the other hand, by-elections exposed deep weaknesses. Security lapses were observed in some areas as unaccredited individuals in the name of super agents got access into polling stations. Observers were also harassed and violence erupted during tallying in some areas like Narok. Political interference was another thing, as this led to disruptions during the voting process in some regions, raising concerns about intimidation and credibility. But Kenyans have stopped relying on institutions alone. Across the country, citizens are taking responsibility for 2027. Civic educators on social media are taking their time to break down complex issues into simple, relatable explanations.
Now, I want you to understand that these by-elections are just but a blueprint of what will go down in 2027.
Digital innovators, on the other hand, are taking their time to create monitoring tools that empower citizens to track transparency in real time.
This is the People's IEBC. It's the system that will ensure no one rigs the election come 2027.
Others are even thinking about blockchain voting to curb tampering.
We built a blockchain system, a voting system that is purely built on a blockchain platform.
To get a sense of public mood after by-elections, I asked a few Kenyans whether they think we are ready for 2027 and what they are doing to prepare. Here's what they told me.
Do you think Kenya is ready for the 2027 elections given the by-election results?
At the moment, no, but I'm sure by the time we get to 2027, the government will have made the necessary precautions to prevent the violence that we saw in the by-elections, the past by-elections, but I'm sure we will be ready. We are not, but we will be.
Okay. And what are you doing to ensure that you make the best possible decision come 2027 elections?
First of all, you need a voter card to make that change. Secondly, you need to sit down and analyze the leaders that will be vying for the different positions and make a sound judgment, not because they're from your tribe, not because they're from your place, but what you see they have done and what you think they will do according to what they have done in the past.
Well, I think Kenya is partially ready for 2027 election. What am I doing to make sure I'm making the right decision come 2027? I'm very observant, and I'm observing the leaders that we have today, from the president to the governor to the MPs, senators, all those leaders that are supposed to be elected. So I'm very, very, very keen on what they are doing, whether they are doing the right thing, whether they are doing what we elected them to do. So I'm very keen. So I'm pretty sure come 2027, I will make the right decision.
Kenya is ready, half ready and half not ready.
As a Gen Z, kura iko kwa mfuko. Yeah, and another thing is I'm ensuring that, especially for my family members, if you're 18 plus and 18 and above, uko na kura. Do you have the votes? Yes. Is it secure? And the other thing is I'm engaging in talks with people, especially people around me, and engage with them with talks that to enlighten one another on come 2026.
I don't think Kenya is ready for 2027 elections given the by-elections outcome. This is because the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission handling of the electoral malpractices was poor. What I'm doing to ensure that I make the best possible decision in the 2027 elections as a voter is to actively observe the conduct of the electorate in order to make an informed decision then.
These voices remind us that credible decisions don't just depend on systems, but on everyday decisions of citizens. The 2025 by-elections showed us both progress and problems. Our systems continue to improve, but interference and violence continue to threaten public trust. Yet the most powerful change is happening in the hands of Kenyans as they create tools, educate each other, and demand accountability. Democracy isn't a one-day event. It's a journey that begins long before the election day. So, what are you doing to ensure you make the best possible decision come 2027? Join in the conversation and share your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.